Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. Today is Thursday, people. Today is Thursday, October the 21st. And I just want to say good morning to you. It has been a great week when it comes to the news, and it's just been a great week all over. So I just wanted to say good morning personally. I actually jumped in here a little bit earlier today just to say hello, just to have conversation with you. Again, we are so excited about all of you who are joining in on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for saying, hey, let me check this out. Let me return because you've been returning since Tuesday, since we launched on LinkedIn. So I just want to say thank you personally to all of you who are joining from the LinkedIn platform. And thank you to LinkedIn for helping us work through this so that we can get in on that platform. I see you, Lori and Hester and Kim Edmondson. And hi, Tracy. How are you? And Adrian. Good morning to all of you. Tracy, I've missed seeing you in here. Good morning to Louis Pryor the third. Good morning to you. Good morning, Rosanna. Good morning, Nawana Turner. Good morning. Watching from the airport due to delayed flight. Well, I hope, better safe than sorry. Hopefully they'll fix whatever they're doing or the weather will balance out so that you can get to where you're trying to go. I see you, Kim Keels. I see you, Pastor Annette. I see you, Kenny Stanley. I see you, Diane Ladybug. Hey, y'all, don't forget Diane Ladybug shared with you the different products and services that she has. Make sure you tap into her, reach out to her. Y'all, listen, it does not hurt to purchase items from someone you know and help build their business because when you sow a seed to them, that seed is going to come back to you sometimes in triple fold. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. We need to get you on so you can talk about your cards. Good morning, Marion. I saw your email this morning. How you like that mug? Look, hey, Marion, how you like that mug, girl? Go ahead and put that picture in the chat so people can see you got that mug going on. Good morning, Kelly Stanley. Good morning to all of you. There's just so much good that I believe can come from all of us, just where we're just sacrificing and laying down things and moving on. I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to share that this morning. I'm in this. Hi, Stephanie Burbridge Hall. I'm in this place today that I don't know, y'all. I can feel. I can feel the manifestation of God just about to fall on all of us. I know something is happening in the atmosphere. Yeah, Kenya Noel, happy Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve. Don't forget to check out the podcast tomorrow. The podcast, we have Andre Davis, where we redid that and we went about 45, 50 minutes. So you want to check that out. That'll drop. We moved it from midnight to drop around 7 a.m. on Friday. So it's on every platform. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, whether you're listening by audio or watching the video, Namosa Fridays podcast comes out Friday morning, right about 7 a.m. You can find it on anywhere of your platform, of your podcast platform choice. We ask that you download it. We also ask that you subscribe to it so it'll be continuous. Let me share something with y'all when we're talking about numbers and algorithm. It's not so much for me, I can't speak for other people. It's not so much that we want to see the likes or we want to see the numbers. The algorithm is the more you download, the more you like, and the more you share, it gives it an opportunity to get to someone else. If not, it stays kind of hidden. And there's so many people. So when you're watching other lives and when you're listening to different podcasts or when you're looking at people's Instagram or Pinterest or whatever, just think about that. If there's content that spoke to you, say, hey, I want to make sure this gets to someone else. So you either like it, download it, or share it. It increases the algorithm and it allows other people to see it. It allows other people to see it. So keep that in the forefront of your mind. Good morning, Danielle. That Ladybug said you're feeling it too. Yeah, Pastor Net, y'all said y'all feeling it too. Okay, okay. Good morning, Kimberly Graves. Good morning. All right, y'all. There's not a lot of news, but we are doing a Thursday countdown countdown today. Hello, somebody. We're doing a Thursday countdown today. Again, today is Thursday, October the 21st, 2021. And it's time for today's headlines. And Thursday, we have a Thursday countdown today. I am your host, Gail Dudley, and this is News in Motion. If you are tuning in for the first time, wherever you are, Thursday countdown is live and popping. So whether you're listening to audio, if you're driving on the highways, pay attention to the highway because we cut up. Thursday is like our Friday, so we're gonna have a good time. Good morning, Philip Bridges. Yes, Davia. Yes, that's the explanation of the algorithm. So y'all, while she's in here, I see her popping in here. Listen, it's my season. Y'all know by now that I'm a prayer warrior. I have a good relationship with Jesus. And Jesus speaks to me. And I'm sure he speaks to you as well. But let me tell y'all something. And I'm not saying this and, team, whatever. But listen, Davia Williamson Stevenson is the real deal. She's the real deal. She's not going to perpetrate. She's not going to smile in your face and talk about you behind your back. She's the real deal. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Still owe you a phone call, but it's been crazy. But I am going to call you. Tuesday, when I was sharing with y'all the inspirational message, y'all, she reached out to me like ASAP. And my phone was on Do Not Disturb for a moment because we're wrapping up things, making sure things get to where they need to go. So if y'all try to reach me right after the show, it ain't happening. I won't get it until the phone is off of Do Not Disturb, until all the device are off, will be off and Do Not Disturb. Anyway, she was in my messenger saying, "Hey, I'm checking on you. You okay?" She don't play. That's a real authentic person, y'all. So on top of that authenticity, the work that she's doing, y'all, she's a consultant. She's a licensed therapist. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Y'all, she is doing some serious work. When y'all see her post on whether it's Instagram or Facebook, where she's asking questions, don't be embarrassed. Go ahead and be transparent and share because she's grabbing that information to speak back into the lives of people. So, y'all, don't miss that. If you are not her friend, if you are not following her, do so. Also, excuse me, it's allergy season. Also, be sure to go to Tales from the Shaker. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Tales from the Shaker. I think it says a Davia Williamson Stevenson, podcast. Download that, subscribe to that, and follow that. Y'all, her work is just beginning, and I believe with everything in me, it's going to manifest because I believe God's hand is on it, and God is going to manifest her work because she is real. She is authentic. I cannot say that enough. I cannot say that enough. And listen, yes, there are times, because I've gotten this email too, there are times that I will call people out because I believe in their work. It does not mean I don't believe in your work, but I have seen their work, and I will call certain people out at times. And I do that when God tells me to. So I had to pause the intro to say that because I saw her, and y'all need to know who she is. Seriously. I met her at a comedy something, a Christian comedy 2 or 3 years ago through other friends of ours. And it's like, wow. Then we went to dinner after church, still with the three couples. It was like, I want to know her. And I didn't press. God allowed this relationship to connect in a way that only God could have allowed that to connect. And all right, I'll leave that alone. So let me see who else is in here. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Let's go. Let's get to the intro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Because we got some news to talk about. I see Pastor Alex is in here this morning. I want to stop and pause and talk about him briefly. And that is, Pastor Alex, thank you for speaking into my life. Thank you for sending word through your wife, Laura, to speak into my life. Everything y'all said is coming. It is coming. And I want you to know that. I want you to know that. And let your daughter know that's right there. Y'all need to check out Pastor Alex Williams' daughter as well. If you can put her contact information in the thread so people can know her. Yep, that's her work right there on the shelf, on the bottom, on that shelf that y'all see with the picture of me in it. That is her work. Y'all need to check her out. All right, y'all. Today's headlines plus a Thursday countdown. We got a countdown today, y'all. In COVID news, and in COVID news, say that. As expected, the Food and Drug Administration authorized booster doses of COVID-19 vaccines made by Moderna and Johnson & Johnson on yesterday, and also said that any of the three vaccines could be used as a booster in a mix and match approach. Nah, I'm not doing that. I got Pfizer. I want Pfizer. And I've scheduled mine. Again, for those of you who are in Central Ohio, y'all allergies, forgive me, where I helped you all, and Jakeithia helped you all, and Dr. Command helped you all go to OSU East to get your initial vaccine. Because you went through OSU East, the Ohio State University My Chart, your information automatically went into there. So you would go to the Ohio State University My Chart, and the best way to do it is to go through Google and then click that way. You go in, if you haven't already set up an account, you set up the account, but your information with your boost, with your initial vaccines and everything are already in there. Then you just go through, you just click on COVID booster and you go through the prompters, and then you schedule. I'm doing, mine is not going to be at OSU East because I took the flu shot, so I wanted to space them apart. I don't believe in mixing nothing. Okay, I ain't taking that and that together. I'm just old school. I ain't mixing it. I'm not mixing a drink, but I ain't mixing that. But anyway, I don't know what that is. Okay, I don't know what that is. Y'all pause. When y'all see things like this in the chat that's coming in that y'all have not recognized their names, I don't know what it is. So I cannot support it or confirm it or not. So just ignore those kind of things because that has nothing to do with me. And if you want to put anything in the chat about a business, make sure you pass it through us first. If not, I'm going to call you out, just like I called that person out. I don't know who that is. I don't know what it is, so ignore it. So back to what I was saying. So I don't believe in mixing them. I don't. So mine is, I'll do a drive-through somewhere in Upper Arlington on November the 4th, and I'll get my Pfizer booster, and I put in there Pfizer only. So I put that in there. So just so that you know, that's what you do for Central Ohio. If you went through the OSU East, you may not go right back to OSU East. Some of you will, but you pick, and you get to pick the time and the day and the place and all of that. So there's that. Now advisors, now this goes to the advisors of the CDC who will consider the FDA's authorization and will offer their own advice. If the CDC director, Dr. Rochelle Walensky, signs off, people could start getting Moderna and Johnson & Johnson boosters within days. Now we have the Biden administration on Wednesday who has announced plans to vaccinate children 5 to 11 ahead of the FDA expected emergency use authorization of Pfizer vaccine for children in that age range. Now, in addition to all of that, y'all, the government has brought enough doses for all 28 million children in that age group and will provide it in smaller packages with essential supplies like smaller needles to make it easier to get for physicians, pediatricians, and community health centers for those little arms. I get a pediatric needle when they're drawing blood for me. So it's called the butterfly needle because the other one can't work. It doesn't work. Now, when I get shots, I have to go with the real deal. But that's that. Again, I want to say to all of you, I am not telling any of you to what to do with your body. You talk with your physician, you get the information, you go from there. Okay, that's where you go. Ronald, hi, Ron Robinson. He said, you can also download the My Chart app. So if you could put a picture of that, Ron, in there, because I won't name the person. Somebody was on some other site. I don't know where she went. So if you could put a picture in there, that'll be great. Kenny Stanley said, doing flu shot on Monday and COVID booster 3 weeks later. That's how I did it. Scheduled that thing three. With the lady said, "You want to do it?" No, I ain't doing that. Y'all ain't jacking me up like that. And I'm gonna get this booster. We ain't mixing nothing. All right, y'all. New York City declares racism a public health crisis. Yep, the New York City Board of Health declared racism a public health crisis and passed a resolution that recognizes the impact racism has had on people of color. Finally, we could have told y'all that a long time ago. It's traumatizing. It's hard. It puts us in a depressed state. We feel oppressed. We feel beat up. Yeah, all of that. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Yeah, it's a butterfly needle, Mike Nicholson. They do. They have to go get me. That's called a butterfly needle. You'll see it if you ever ask for it. It's very small. You don't feel it or anything. But let me tell y'all, I was looking at some news yesterday, which I'm getting to in a moment because we're not surprised to the GOP. We're not surprised what you did. But when I was reading the fallout of the voter rights bill that went on the floor yesterday, y'all, I'm telling y'all, my whole disposition changed. I was like, really? Well, we can't get this back. It's traumatizing. So that's what they did in New York City. They declared it a racism and public health crisis. The health board listed several specific actions tied to its declaration. That's coming straight from the Huff Post. All right, y'all, which takes me to this. Are we surprised? No, but it was still painful. Y'all, the GOP blocked once again the voting rights bill. That happened yesterday. Now, let me tell y'all what exactly they blocked so we have a clear understanding. They blocked being able to have a conversation because you have to vote to bring things to the floor. So the vote was to have a debate, to have a conversation, even before the actual vote on the bill. I want y'all to understand this. So let me put this in perspective if I can. You and your significant other, your spouse, your partner, a business partner, your children, whomever. There's a disagreement. There's some misunderstandings. You're wanting to bring something to the floor. You're wanting to say, okay, family talk at the kitchen table. You want to have a conversation because there's been some things like we don't understand what's happening here. I don't think you understand my language, what I'm trying to say. I think you misunderstood me. This is the best way I can explain this right here. Imagine wanting to speak with your friend, family about a disagreement or a misunderstanding, or you want to clarify something. And they say, no, I don't want to do that. And you're like, why? My relationship to you is important. My relationship with my constituents, this is important. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about that. That's what happened. That's what happened. They were trying to get a vote. Chuck Schumer put a vote on the floor to have a debate about voting rights. This wasn't voting on the actual bill. This was like, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this. They voted no. Wait a minute. We paying you? You got the best insurance. You got drivers, you got cooks, you got nannies, some of you got your own jets. You don't even want to have a conversation with me? You don't want to make sure that we are understanding each other from where we are? That's like somebody saying, "Hey, I think we should go to a counselor just to talk because we can't sing. But there's like a breakdown in our conversation. Can we go and just have a conversation?" No, you're saying this is not important to you. Y'all, this is the best way I can explain this. And this is how I thought about this yesterday. So the Republicans, they filibustered the voting rights legislation for a third time. Third time. This is the third time they did not want to have a conversation. This is just talk. These are just talks. Nothing more than having a conversation. It's no, I ain't doing that. I'm going out here to get on my boat. We're going out here and golf. It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go golfing today. Hey, think I'm gonna just go sit in my plush condo, my penthouse room. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go run. I'm gonna go play some basketball. I'm gonna go do that. I don't want to have a conversation with you. Yeah, I understand it's going to disenfranchise probably 70%, 80% of my constituents, but this isn't important to me. I don't want to have a conversation. So that's what they did. The Senate Republicans filibustered voting rights legislation meant to override new voting restrictions in Republican ran states that pretty much affirms former President Donald Trump lies about election fraud. Senate Republicans blocking the debate yesterday was really an endorsement of these horrific laws that are coming out. They don't even want to have a conversation. But I want y'all, here's a new thing, and I don't think we've ever talked about this, but here's a new thing I want to share with you. And for all the students who are tuning in, hello. Y'all, this is what happens. So when you look at the voting records, and I hope y'all grab this. When you're looking at the voting records, you're going to say, well, Chuck Schumer voted no. Hold on. Chuck Schumer, he's the majority leader, Democrat in New York. He switched his vote to no. And you can do that, and he did that as a parliamentary procedure. I couldn't find the words. The procedures to do that. That will allow the bill to be reintroduced. So he saw what was going. He had a vote in the time. They have so much time that's clicking. And you can do whatever you can in that time. So he's watching. He had voted yes. He's watching. He's like, we're going to lose this. We're not going to get the 10. So he switched his vote to no. Switching his vote to no within the time before the bell rang will allow him to reintroduce this yet again. It's going to allow him to redo that. So he switched his vote from yes to no as a procedural step that allows him to bring that bill back up. Y'all check that out. That's really cool, but you have to do it within a time frame of switching. And of course, all GOP said no. They said, no, we don't want to talk. We don't want to have a conversation. And some of them wrote in to say no. So what needs to happen? They need to really just say, you know what, we're about to kill this filibuster to get this passed, because we shouldn't be still doing this. So the voting rights bill, to have the debate, to have the conversation, fails to clear 60 votes in this filibuster hurdle with voting along party lines. The Senate vote was 49 to 51. Again, Chuck Schumer changed his yes to no to end the debate. So that's where we are. We can't even have a conversation. Now, y'all, so that you understand what this bill is about, the election bill, the conversation they wanted to have was to talk about making Election Day a national holiday. Why not? Set the national minimum standards for early voting across all states, to have minimum standards across for early voting. What's wrong with that? And then voting by mail. What's wrong with that? We even learned from those who go to Florida or Arizona or wherever in the winter. They're like, but we can't vote by mail. You kind of messed us up too. So you're messing up your own constituents. And then they wanted to have a standard requirement for identification across all states. And then to talk about the partisan gerrymandering. That's all they just wanted to have a conversation. Again, not a vote, just a conversation. I want to see what some of you are saying. You're saying this filibuster needs to go. Democrats have enough to get rid of it, but they are too. I can't read the rest of that. Thank you, Kenny Stanley. Marion Jackson says GOP scared if they have a conversation, minds will be changed and the Voting Rights Act will get passed. No problem for the typo, girl. I have typos too. Mike Nicholson says we need a whole campaign where we just call out every politician. I kind of like that. You put that together. I'm there with you. I'm there with you. Pastor Annette says they're going to get enough of playing with folks' lives. Yep. There we go. So there's so much here, but we need to understand these two, so we don't even have a conversation. All right, y'all. PayPal is in talks to acquire Pinterest. Yeah, Bloomberg is reporting the deal would likely value Pinterest at $45 billion. That's with a B, and shares will jump roughly about 13%. Oh, I'm sorry, shares did jump 13% on yesterday after the conversation was made public. All right, y'all, with that, I want to get ready for a countdown. Before I get ready for the countdown, I want to talk a little bit about Kim Edmondson and Dr. Kim Carter. and we'll be going back to that come November. We took it off in October to a little degree because we wanted to really focus on domestic violence awareness and breast cancer awareness, really cancer awareness as a whole. So we'll be going back to this whole life series, financial series come November. We kind of been sneaking it in, but not like we were doing. Kim Edmondson had a webinar from her talk on News in Motion. If you are a Patreon member, you have that link, or you were on live. I think there were 9 of us, 10 with me, who was on that webinar that went for an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, I called Kim Edmondson up yesterday to let her know that I could not get her out of my head as I was out trying to take care of something, some personal business. Y'all, her talk was so powerful that even today I'm like, I ain't doing none of that. Meaning, I'm gonna do what she says. I'm not doing this other stuff. I'm not doing that. Listen, if you really want to progress and you want to build wealth, because Kim Edmondson was talking about building wealth, you want to get with her one-on-one for a coaching session to learn more. Seriously. I cannot get her out of my head. That's one side. Dr. Kim Carter on the other side, who talked about getting out of debt. I can't get her out of my head at all. Y'all, those were 2 powerful webinars, talks, conversations, interviews, mini workshops here on News in Motion. And you can go back through it, look at either in Monday or Wednesday in the month of September. Get that information from News in Motion. Become a Patreon member, and that's patreon.com/News in Motion. All of the things, when you go in there, if you're a member, you'll get access to the webinar links, and so forth. Listen, those talks were powerful and they're life changing. Many of us did the $1,000 challenge that ended last Wednesday. And I shouldn't say it ended, that was our goal, but you can continue. For those of you who are new to this platform, we have a goal to becoming debt free by Easter 2022. And you can do it. We talked about Poshmark. We talked about going through our house, selling things. We talked about donating. And maybe you're out of debt, but now you want to become a philanthropist and looking at, thinking about what that looks like. There's so many things there. But I want to say this. I'm going to be very transparent here. Many of y'all know, because I've talked about it on here. Many of y'all know that's like, I got to go get a car, period. Because, and that, time to turn it in the lease, whatever. Well, for 2 days, I've been looking, and there's something with everything and everybody and the price point, all this. I'm like, you know what? So I prayed last night after I called Kim, like, I can't get you out of my head. I prayed last night, didn't even put one thing on the table. In the middle of the night, God said, what's wrong with the car you got? And I said, well, he's like, just buy it. It's going to be cheaper. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. You keep it up. There's nothing wrong with it. Think about what you can do with the remaining of that money, and how you can invest and how you can help people. And immediately I put together a list. Those immigrant moms that we help with rent, I can go help some of them with rent. The people who needed food, who are food insecure, I can help people who are food insecure. Y'all, my mindset has changed. And I'm really encouraging all of us. You may not be radical like me, but think about what can you do different as we're going into this holiday season. Seriously, there's nothing wrong with my car. Nothing. I'm gonna just keep it. It was like, wow. It was like an aha moment. Like, we can work this out. This can happen. We can do this. And I'm just wanting to encourage you. Y'all, Dr. Kim Carter coaches people. She can help coach you. She is a certified Dave Ramsey coach. There's an investment. There's an investment. You invest in everything else. Instead of buying those shoes, that coat, whatever, invest in becoming debt free. Or contact Kim Edmondson. Kim Edmondson's getting ready to roll out a master class on wealth building. It's going to cost. Check her out. I'm telling you, those 2 ladies changed my mindset. Just thought I'd put that out there. All right, y'all, get ready for the countdown. I know we're running out of time, but we're going to get through this countdown. Y'all, this is the best and worst Halloween candy of all time. Hello, somebody. We can have some fun. Again, if this is your first time tuning in, please use the chat, laugh. If you're listening by audio, just check out the chat later. Come on to facebook.com/news in motion to see how crazy we are. If you're on LinkedIn, put your comments in there. Again, your comments seem to be delayed coming into me, but I will still come over there and check those out. And good morning, Monica Lowe. And then if you're over there on YouTube, same thing, just put the comments in the chat. Y'all, we're going to have a party. We're going to have a good time. So again, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, I would just want to say thank you for spending your time with me, but we're getting ready to have some fun. All right. The worst. We're going from the worst to the best. The worst, good and plenty. Who in the world eats good and plenty? Why did that even make the list? But good and plenty is considered the worst of all time. Y'all, Charleston Chew. I didn't even know Charleston Chew exists, but Charleston Chew. So I think this is like 50. Now we're at 49. It's something like that. So we're going from the worst to the best. All right, strawberry hard candies. I'm like, isn't that a daggone candy you have in your purse when you in church and you trying to shush somebody or their breath is stinking? If you don't have mints, you have the hard strawberry candy with the little gooey stuff in the middle. I didn't know that was a Halloween thing, but it is. Y'all, now this is at the worst end of it, and I totally disagree with this. So whatever, the double bubble gum, say that real fast. Y'all, that's up there in the worst. I'm like, why? That gum is good. Now, the taste doesn't stay long. So you have to like spit that out and get another, don't swallow it. You have to spit that out and get another piece. And it's like, it just continues on, like you can chew it and then the flavor is gone like within the first 30 seconds, whatever that is. Kenya says, the way that my dental bill is set up, I can't have any of these anymore. I hear you. Mike says, strawberry candy saved our lives, Gail. That candy was blessed with the bumps. Yep, it's like you shut up or you get that spoon out your purse. Come on, y'all. I'm 56. Let's talk about it. Get that spoon out the person. You get whacked. Yep. That hard candy has saved our lives. Next is dots, y'all. Dots. I never ate those, but dots is out there. Junior mints. Everybody should have some junior mints. That should be a staple in your pocket, in your purse, in your car, in your Bible. You know, now that you carry your Bible with all them different compartments, y'all, junior mints should be a staple. Yep. Hot tamales. Hello, somebody. Now that's a serious candy right there, y'all. Hot tamales. Now somebody told me, I think Carrie Kuba out of Oregon, she does this, they're 3 hours behind us. She'll catch us with the replay later. She said that the cinnamon bears are better than hot tamales. I told her I was going to Target today to find out if that's really the truth. But hot tamales, yeah, y'all, then here's the best. Y'all remember I used to get these little boxes, the yellow and the blue boxes, y'all, lemon heads. Those were the best. You can use, now we used to get those for 5 cents. Now, I don't know how much they cost. They probably $1. But y'all, lemon heads were those were so good. Then we have Three Musketeers. Then we have Payday. I didn't know that was a Halloween candy, but Payday. Y'all, Babe Ruth. That's some good candy. And y'all notice that the candy bars, they're shrinking, but they cost more. I don't get that. The Crunch bar is on there. Now, y'all, what about those Whoppers? The Whoppers are excellent. That's a great candy. I'm going to make up my own list one year. But I was like, Whoppers need to be on the other end. So we're now going into the middle of the list somewhere. And we have Mr. Goodbar. All right, that's okay. Y'all liking them lemon heads? I see y'all. Payday is legit protein pack. Now, Nawanda got to take us to protein pack. All right, girl, we know you doing your thing and you have loaded up to age 50, chapter 50, and you whacking it out. So y'all just know Nawana gave us permission to go ahead and have some paydays because it's legit and it is protein packed. Diane Ladybug says all those candy bars are in a bag. Mike says Whoppers are everything. Y'all are cracking me up. Y'all love those Whoppers. Kelly Stanley, I'm not to the now and laters yet. Kelly Stanley gonna insert. Now, see y'all see everybody that's listening from another platform. See why this be going on in the chat? These people are off the chain. You got to read the chat because it's hilarious. Kelly went to now and laters. I'm not even on now and laters. Kenny Stanley says, East High School put me out of class because of lemon heads. Yeah, Mike, Boston baked beans. That's coming. It's coming. Hold on. Come on. Y'all, them blow pops, blow pops. Now, they used to be big with the bubble gum in the middle. Now they so small. It's like, what is this? Blow pops, bottle caps. I don't even know what that is, but that's on the list. Y'all, Ashanti, what's up, girl? She goes, yuck, Whoppers. The only Whoppers I like is from Burger King. Whatever, bottle caps. Then sweet tarts, Snickers is another one. The caramel apple pops, now those are good. Oh my God. Jolly Ranchers, Jolly Ranchers, we have those. And then we got the Boston baked beans. Hello, somebody. And then, all right, Kelly, there it is. The Nowalators are coming up in here. Y'all, Hershey's chocolate. I don't know who he said anymore, but that's there. Smarties are there. Mounds. Who in the world eats a mound? Mike said those Burger King Whoppers are booty. See, y'all, if you're hearing us for the first time, this is how we cut up. This is our Thursday countdown, and it can get pretty wild. Just hold on. When we get to Thanksgiving, y'all going to be following. Again, it might be dangerous for y'all to be driving listening to the countdown, but it is what it is. All right, y'all, Smarties, Mounds. I don't know who eats those. 100 grand. There is that. That's on the list. Y'all, Tootsie Fruit Chews. Now, let me talk about those. I go get those, and I only want the ones wrapped in blue because that's the vanilla ones because I like vanilla. Vanilla's good, okay? Y'all rode up in Target the other day. They had a bag of all the blue ones. I said, what? And this lady said, which I'm screaming in the middle of the Target. I'm like, what? And this lady said, I know. I got the green. I said, green. We need blue. She said, but they got the single pack. We were two adult women in the middle of Target aisles screaming. Kids were looking at us like, what is wrong with y'all? I was like, listen, y'all don't understand. You got to pick it out. Y'all, hold on, because Starbucks is getting a clue too. Y'all, so we got the original Tootsie Roll. I ain't never liked that. Y'all, Ashanti says she loves Mountain and Almond Joy. Girl, how did we connect again? Remind me of that, because but we ain't working like that. Y'all, then Sprees, I don't know what that is. Sugar babies. Now, that used to get stuck all in your teeth. Oh, my God, but those were so good. Then we have Starbursts. Now, if you do the whole bag of the whole one, people want the reds, the yellows, and the orange. All right, the reds are good. Yellows, no. But now they have that bag, so that's on there. Almond Joy. There you go, Ashanti. Almond Joy. Then Trolley Sour Bite Crawlers. I don't even know what that is. But those are on there. Skittles. Yes, to the Skittles. Airheads. Y'all, Airheads. Let me see what y'all saying. Daddy long legs. Exactly. Gail's throwing shade. Vanilla Tootsie's good. Vanilla Tootsie's real good. Green apple now and later. Y'all are stuck on those now and later. These young people who are listening at the high schools, because we get high schools that are tuning again, high schools to all the students. I gotta catch up on some of the students' names, which I'll get to that on Monday. But now let me just break it down for y'all. Now and laters and penny candy. Penny candy used to be a little red, like a little coin, and it was like cherry gooey great. You just like, they literally used their bare hands. Y'all, now pause for identification. What about those? You remember the people behind the candy counter? They didn't have gloves. They didn't have wax paper that they put in that little brown bag and roll it up and give it to you, give them a dime. They used their bare hands. Have you ever thought lately, like, did they go to the bathroom? Did they pick their nose? Did they cough in their hands? That's just all of that. So anyway, whatever. Let me get off of that. All right, y'all, Airheads. All right, Airheads. So anyway, now and later, that's to the high schoolers. That's what that is. It's not what y'all eating right now. Those are fake. Those now and laters are fake. Those are fake. Airheads, Nerds, M&Ms, Milk Duds. Hey, Milk Duds, y'all. Twizzlers. I used to love Twizzlers. I don't eat those anymore. Y'all are cracking me up. Gail, you got your candy from the hood. Wheatland's Market on the corner of Graham and Mount Vernon. That's straight up hood. Milk Duds, Twizzlers, Kit Kats, Reese's Fast Break. Reese's. I'm like, put that in my bucket. I'm going to look at you crazy. Fast break. Hershey cookies and cream. Here we go, y'all. Starbursts, pink only. Now that is the jam. I do that. I would open up a Starburst thing or my kids, and I would pull out all the pink and I give them a rest. Yep, I was that kind of mother. I was now my daughter's like, Mom, don't detect the pink. Give me the pink. I just want the pink. I just want the pink. Clown Clone is the best candy store in the world. What in the world is clown corn? I don't get. I'm gonna have to talk to my new friend. Y'all, candy corn. Listen, don't bring me no fake candy corn. Branches only. That's it. That's the candy corn. Now they have them in little packs. You get a big bag of little packs. Take that one pack, throw it in your purse. I went to my parents yesterday. They had some. I unrolled it. I put about 6 or 7 in my hand. And I rolled it back up and said, okay, that's all I want. My mom said, that's all you're going to eat. That's all. I'm disciplining myself. I just wanted the taste. When that sugar hit my mouth, I was like, I don't even want to finish these 7 I have in my hand, but I did because I was holding them. All right, y'all, Butterfinger, that's another one. Sour Patch Kids, that's another one. Take 5. What? You're not giving me no Take 5. What she say? You don't know about clown. No, I don't know anything about clown corn cone. In Northern Lights, it's a staple. I must have missed that. I must have missed that. That's right, Kenny. Real candy corn is the bomb. Throwaway candy corn. Avenue. See y'all, if y'all tuning in from another place. You listen, they are cutting up. This is the family that we created. Y'all, number 2 is Twix. Twix is number 2. And finally, number 1, which I don't know why this is number 1. I really don't know why this is number 1. Reese's peanut butter cups. I don't know why that's number 1. I don't know, but that's y'all's Thursday countdown of the best and the worst Halloween candy. We went from the worst to the best. I don't think that's the best. They really need to make, I don't know, either Boston baked beans or sugar babies or lemon heads, the number 1 candy. Yeah, I ain't feel that. I ain't feel that. All right, y'all. That's our headlines. That's our countdown for this week. Don't forget, the Mimosa Fridays podcast will drop at 7 a.m. We will have a about 45-minute interview with Andre Davis. He is the writer, director, and producer of Man of the House. It's a domestic violence story with a twist where the male is being abused. So you want to check that out. He is a celebrity. I've talked more and more with Andre Davis and realized, dude, you under the radar. Yeah, he is the bomb.com. He's bringing a film, as you all heard him share on Monday. There will be a film that's coming out. He's already written the film. He has everything written out. So he'll be putting that up. He's working. Pray for him. He's working on a deal with this film with Netflix. So be praying for him. He's a humble man. Great heart. Great heart. All right, y'all. Until Monday. I am Gail Dudley, and this has been your News in Motion. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really am having a great time doing what I do. I love all of you. I love all of you. And if any of you have a business or a product you would like to unwrap, you have 3 minutes live right here on News in Motion. Get in touch with us so we can put you in the rotation to be able to do so. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.